Bada bing, bada boom. Could not access specific chat. Oh no. Oh, there it goes. Did we do it? Are we live on another one? We are live on another one. We're moving. We're great. We're fantastic. Supersonic Racing. Hello, what's going on? Hey, what's happening? How are you doing? Darso, the writing, or both? I saw your art the other day. Do you like other mediums, or are you just into painting? I like making content. My favorite form of art is creating videos and just talking to people and creating videos and editing and things of that variety. My hand-to-hand skills are actually abysmal. They're garbage. They're not technically good at all. Every single thing I do with my hands is absolutely disgusting. I can't draw. I can't write. I can't use my hands to do anything maniacally. I can put them together like a fly and rub them together like I'm smelling some poop on the wall and I'm a fly and I'm having a good time about to eat some maggots and make some fly poop on the wall and actually spread it apart with my little fly hands and actually mess up your meal because you try to smack me and I'm going around your entire house and I'm messing your day up and I'm messing your week up, and now you're mad because you got flies inside of your house. You don't even know how you got flies in your house. You think, oh man, I thought I cleaned my room. Nope, you're a horrible cleaner. You didn't clean your room at all. As a matter of fact, I can see some dust on your desk right now. I can see those 57 water bottles. I know it's bad. I know it's horrible. I know what's wrong with your life. I can feel it. I can feel every single second of it. I know what's happening bad inside of your life. I can feel every single moment of your life. I know what you are, and I can feel it. I can see every single follicle you're forcing, and I can see every thread inside the world. I can see every thread of your future. I can see every version of your dimension, and I know that in every single dimension, you are dirty. So, yeah, that's how I feel about most things when it comes to that stuff. So that's where I am. But I was not seeing Striker annoy the hell out of me. I don't know. I really don't pay attention to a lot of the political streamers when a lot of stuff unless they do something absolutely belligerently wild. Because paying attention to political streamers is definitely an infinite content slot for sure. You could definitely get a bunch of content slop out of that, but it just wouldn't feel fulfilling in some variety. Stop 100% predicting my life. You're scaring me. I am with you. I can feel every single moment of what you are. As a matter of fact, we are locked in. We are best friends. We have been best friends for 37 years. I've known you your entire life. You should consider playing the Kingdom Hearts series if you haven't. It's really cool. Let me explain something to you, Maya Lopez. Let me explain something to you. In Kingdom Hearts, there's two characters, only two characters. There's Sora, and then there's Xehanort. There's only two characters in the entire series, period, ever. And everybody doesn't like to give answers. Everybody's really vague. Oh, that man, that guy, that person. It's as if I'm listening to One Piece every single time I pull on Kingdom Hearts. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't try to make any sense. It doesn't care about making sense. All it cares about is making change, and it changes things ever so slightly. There are no lore reasons that make any sense to me. It's really just a theory crafting machine, and that's the beauty of it because Kingdom Hearts fans are so obsessed with the mystery of Kingdom Hearts. They don't care about the actual plot of Kingdom Hearts. They don't care about actually enjoying the story of Kingdom Hearts. What they care about is saying that they understand something that's esoteric. It's like a secret members club for the cool kids, but nobody feels cool knowing Kingdom Hearts because I know everything about Kingdom Hearts. I know about Data Riku. I know about Sora. I know about the Secret of Darkness. I know about all 13 lights, 7 darkness. I know about everything. I know about every single piece of it. But guess here's the fun part. Here's a really fun part. You adding crucial lore points, very crucial lore points, in a mobile game that is delisted is insane. And having that be the entirety with the Forerunners and all the Kingblade Wars and all the cool stuff, and you having the Union Cross and all the cool stuff there and all the Master and Masters, and thinking that I'm actually going to pay attention to any of that, think I'm going to pay attention to any of that, you got me messed down, up, left, right, quarter circle forward. You got me Shoryuken out of here. You got me destroyed. You got me Hadouken. How can you, Tetsuya Nomura, make Kingdom Hearts do that? How can you make that do it to me? Are you going to make Kingdom Hearts better? Are you going to make it good? No, because we have a very, 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 very generic disgusting design. Oh, but he's in Quadratrum. He's in Quadratrum in Kingdom Hearts 4, and that makes it great. Nope. Don't care about it. I don't care about Kingdom Hearts in any capacity. I don't even like the new trailers. Everybody's saying, this looks so cool. I don't like the gameplay. If I keep it a bean, keep it a stack, keep it 100 with you, keep it 1,000 with you, keep it all 100, keep it there for you, keep it up, keep it cut up like some food, then you're playing it to your dog because he can't actually chew correctly because he got his teeth taken out, but you don't want him to starve, so you're chewing the food for him, and it's horrible, and your dog is 27 years old. You're not even sure how he made it that long, but he's one of the oldest dogs on earth, so you gotta feed up the food for him. If I'm chopping it up like that for you, if I'm making sure your dog can digest it, if that's what I'm doing for you, Kingdom Hearts has a horrible, and I mean atrociously abysmal story, and I understand every single piece of it. Every single piece of it. It doesn't make any sense. Every single moment, every single second, every single plot line, every single plot story, every single side tangent, every single piece of it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I like Sonic. Sonic's pretty cool. I appreciate that. That's pretty fun. I never played Kingdom Hearts. What else I want to play? You start with Kingdom Hearts 1, and then you play Kingdom Hearts 2, and then you figure out what happened in between. That's what you do. Are you excited for Valheim 1.0 coming out soon? I think it comes out in September. Valheim 1.0. I don't know if I'm really excited because I play a lot of Valheim. I'm not sure what they're adding to Valheim 1.0. They just released Power World 1.0, and then people are playing that more so. And I think Power World is more of a friendly game for people to play that. I'm not really into expansive survival type games where you have to figure out how to actually make a bonfire. You got to chop on a piece of wood. Oh, yeah, I made this piece of wood to make this fire, to make this crafting station, to make this rock. And this rock will actually make me a grinder, and I can grind down the materials and bone it up. And you slowly build up until eventually you're God. I don't really appreciate games like that. It feels like I'm playing solo leveling, but with friends, and I can understand power fantasy type structure games. But if I want to play a power fantasy, I would just watch an isekai essentially. I don't really appreciate games like that all the time because I don't really enjoy that kind of mechanic and survival based mechanics. And people take them too seriously. They say, we got to make a hard mode character. We got to make a hardcore character, guys. We got to play. If you lose once, your whole life is over. You just wasted all those hours. But it sounds fun because you can say you made a hardcore character. I think you're stupid if you do that. I think if you make a hardcore character, your life is just, you just like suffering. I just think you enjoy suffering. I don't really understand why you would do that. I can't grasp it. Don't really know what you're doing on there. It is insanely tedious. You might have East African and Nubian genes. I do have East African in me. I'm happy you're able to tell that. I can remember you could tell by the follicles on my face. You can probably tell that from the exact metrics of how I am and operate. That's really cool. I appreciate that. I have done a ancestry. I also know my genealogy for the most part, so that's pretty cool. I appreciate you just guessing that, though. You got a pretty good guess. I feel as though you're inside of my walls, figuring out who I am, figuring out every follicle of who I am, figuring out what I'm doing inside of my life, and I don't know about that. I appreciate that. I'm currently stuck on Halloween Town. It's hard, and I have to watch playthroughs pretty much every world. That's understandable. That's fair. You don't have to feel bad for watching playthroughs. I don't know if you feel bad, but, you know, I appreciate you admitting that you're doing that. So yeah, appreciate that. Kingdom Hearts 1 is an interesting game. Very interesting game. I am the Ethiopian. Hello, I'm Saros. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. As if we're twins or brothers or something. It's good to see you. I'm happy that you're Ethiopian and I'm Saros. That's awesome. We're just locked in as brothers, as twins, as comrades, as one and onlys. Game rec game. Ah, game recognized game. I see, I see, I see. We're brothers in arms. Locked in. Twinning them, as they say in the streets. And I gotta respect that. I'm happy you can pick up what I'm putting down. Or maybe you can't pick up what I'm putting down. I'm not quite sure. Who knows if you're picking up what I'm putting down? I'm just guessing you're picking up what I'm putting down. Who knows? In the past video, you mentioned one of the paintings on your wall is made by a new person. Who is that person? Me. Made by me. That's me. That's the painting. It's me. I'm the evil person. That's who it is. It's me. It's I. Is the one and only, the most evil man to ever do it, the most evil man to exist, the person that feels everything inside of his body, the person that has audio, video hallucinations. It is I. It is me. I can lift a lot. What you're putting down, I'm putting everything up. Why should I pick it up? You put it down, Goober. You're correct. You're 100% correct. Playing 52 pickup, but nobody's around me. Having a horrible time with this. Nobody wants to help me pick up things. They say I'm bad. They say I'm horrible. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. They don't even like me. They don't even like me. They look at me and they say, I don't even like you. I don't even vibe with you. I don't even rock with you. I understand that. I grasp it. What is up? The sky, taxes, inflation. Opinion on Yasi? I have not seen Yasi. One of you in the stream as a guy with less than 50 strategy thought you would get has as he had get sure yet he has an eighth of the viewers usually. I'm sorry. I gotta read that because I don't stream a lot, so thought there would be more people in this stream as a guy with less than a 50 of subscribers than you, yet he has an eighth of the viewers usually. What does that mean? I don't know what that math does. I can't really equate that in my head. I really don't understand that. That's completely understandable. Feels like Yari Yari Funk. I don't know what that is at All Star Shape Pie. I don't know what that is. There are things I don't know. There are things I don't understand. To start Kingdom Hearts for anyone who actually just got the go release order. I see. Stream again. I'm here for it. True, true, true. It is nice to stream. Very nice to stream. I'll be streaming a significant amount more in the future. Because I need to build up stuff for my VOD channel, man. I have nothing on my VOD channel, man. I also got to make a VOD channel, which would be awesome. I'm moving to Canada for the insanity of the US. I think Canada is worse. I just think Canada is significantly worse. As cool as it would be to move to Canada, you know, it'd be awesome to have fun in Canada. That'd be cool. I would appreciate that. Just don't think Canada is great, to be quite honest with you. So, not really the biggest fan of Canada. You just auto-save your VODs under a live tab? Yes, they do. They do. I'm going to private all those and upload to my VOD channel later, is what I'm going to be planning to do. That's my goal. That's my life. That's my stream. That's my flow. That's what I plan on doing. Is bro faded? No, this is just how I look. This is just how my face is. This is the what my mother and father combined inside of the womb, what they grade to me, what their DNA and their RNA and their ribosomes. They all collectively collaborated to make me. They put the chromosomes in me, and my DNA coded everything to create this creature, this specimen that you see before you, feasting your eyes upon me. That's what it is. Why no light Canada? How to grow big? I know you guys know the secrets. I don't know any secrets in that variety, but I appreciate the question. Damn, LMFAO, appreciate you. Yeah. What's up, good kid to catch up? Pleasure to see you. Heard you paint. What kind of art do you like painting? Things that make people uncomfortable is what I like to see. Oi, 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 oi. Baka. Ozerore. Pizza Hut. That was a clever, you know, on Switch. I just started there and moved the support. I heard the Dust Bloods is releasing soon. Someone told me the Dust Bloods was coming up here soon, is what somebody told me. Saw that. I saw the Dust Bloods was coming out soon, so I was very excited about that. Didn't really know what was going on there. I'm excited to play the Dust Blood. I think Dust Bloods would be a cool game to play. What hair care brand do you use, Twin? I'll show you. So, for the most part, I use this Moisture Miracle leave-in conditioner. Right? That's really what helps me out the most. It makes me so good. This helps me out a lot. Hey, thank you for following Pickle Kid. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for following the Twitch. And if anybody on the YouTube wants to follow the Twitch, that'd be awesome. That'd be great, but you don't have to if you don't want to. As I was saying, anyways, I use this Miracle Moisture, and the Miracle Moisture helps my skin out so much, and it makes me get. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Guys. I just remembered. I discovered something so cool. Oh, you're not gonna believe this. Guys, I need you to be here with me. I need you to be here. I need you to be in my vicinity. I'm gonna give you my longitude, my latitude. I need you to appear in my location at this exact moment. I need you to lock in. I need you to get the sniper. I need you to actually get auto aim on. Look me in the eyes when I say this. I need you to look me in the eyes when I say this. There are video games on YouTube, and they're the mobile games that look fake. That's all they are. That's all they are. That's all they are. Oh, that's all they are. Oh, I've been playing these games religiously. We're going to play one right now. Oh, I've been playing these games nonstop. Oh, how do you account to his rise to the top? Man, the man is nonstop. Oh, man. Oh, I've been playing these games. Hold on, let me get on my YouTube plays. Oh, my goodness. That's all I've been doing. That's all I've been doing. That's it. Oh, my goodness. Where's it at? I don't even know how to find it. Where the games at? Man, where the games? Hold on, where the games at? There you go, right here. Can I find it? Download your videos, Magic, stupid games. How do I go to games? Can I just type in games? If I type in games, will it pop up? No, it doesn't. Let me see. YouTube games. Is it? YouTube games. How do I go to gaming? How do I play the games? Here we are. No, that's not it. Playables. It's playables. I gotta get to my playables playlist. Hold up a second. Here it is. Guys. Here it is. Let me go here. This is so. I didn't know this was a thing, and if it has been a thing for a while, I don't care because I just discovered it. So it doesn't matter to me if you knew about it beforehand. I just discovered this. This is like my favorite thing. Hold on, let me. This is really like my favorite thing right now. This is actively my favorite thing. I love I I love this garbage. This garbage is my favorite thing of all time. And I really do love this because it's just worthless garbage mobile games. It's all it is. There's nothing good about this at all. We're gonna start from where is it at? Well, I'm gonna start from this. Here we are. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Hold up a second. Can I full screen this? Oh, it's over. This right, guys. I think you guys don't know Peak Gaming, right? I think a lot of you guys think you know Peak Gaming. I think you guys consider you may have heard of Peak Gaming before. But today, I mean this with my whole chest. You guys don't know Peak Gaming. You guys don't know Peak. Watch this. You guys don't know. What's up? Boom, and I get the boom, and I get the slice. Then right, that's tomato. That's the watermelon, I think. Oh, don't want to get the spoiled one. That's disgusting. And then I get a perfect layer on this one. Hold up a second. We clicking with precision. Boom. Hold up a second. Ugh. It's an egg. Ugh. Oh my goodness. You know I got salmonella in those right now. Oh, don't get the spoiled one. Don't get the spoiled one. That messes up the entire sandwich. We got another layer. Boom. Hold up a second. Boom. Boom. Hold up a second. Oh, don't get the spoiled one. That's delicious. We keep pushing. Oh, here it comes. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, egg. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, keep that pushing. Get up out of there. Get it right here. Get away from me. Oh, oh, that's another egg. Another egg. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Get the spoiled one out of there. If I can make it to 100, I'll be fantastic. Oh my goodness. We've been making it for years. We've been making it for years. Little bit wrong. I'm messing up a little bit, and that's okay. I'll get the spoiled one out of there. Hold up a second. Messed up my timing. Messed up my timing. That's okay. That's okay. Get up out of there. That's okay. Boom, 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 boom. I'll get them up out of there. That's okay. Boom, 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 boom. They said I couldn't do it. They said I couldn't do it. They've been calling me a failure. They've been calling me a liar for years. They've been calling me a liar for years, but they don't know about me. They've been saying I'm a scoundrel, a coward. They're saying I don't believe. Oh, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. I can feel me getting closer. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, you hate to see it. You can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it. Oh, I got a little bit of rotten on there. I can't pass the health inspection. I can't do that. Who could pass the health inspection with that? Who's passing the health inspection? I'm not passing the health inspection with that. Oh my goodness, they're gonna shut down my restaurant. They're gonna look at me and say, you think you run this restaurant? We're putting spoiled food in the thing? I didn't check the refrigerator. Our power went out. That's disgusting. Who's gonna eat that sandwich? I might eat the sandwich, but the customers are gonna hate me. They're gonna think Ratatouille works here. They're gonna think I have a rat working inside of my restaurant. That's what they're gonna think. Do you know how disgusting that is? That's nasty. We gotta try again. I messed up immediately. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big square, get up out of here. I don't care about you, brother. I don't care about you. Go keep moving. Boom, boom. Oh, I get more points. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. What's going on, Corey? How's it hanging, brother? A pleasure to see you in the chat. Always good to see a big Corey in here. Shout out Big Corey, man. Everybody say hello, Corey. Everybody give Corey grand entrance. Corey is the one and only. Every day we praise Corey. We actually been waiting for you, Corey. Waiting for you. We actually been looking for you for 67 years. As a matter of fact, I've been thinking, is Corey in the house? Because Corey was the first black man in the White House when you think about it, right? He was the first black man in the White House. That's the good thing about him. And I appreciate Corey Baxter, because Corey Baxter, he's just that guy. He's that fella. He's the one and only. I'm doing horrible right now. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, I'm gonna get up out of here. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Ha, 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 ha. Hot potato, hot potato. Ooh, get up out of here. Hold on. Boom, boom. Ha, 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 ha. Come on. Get up out of here. I don't care about you. Get up out. I don't care about you. I don't care about you. Oh, I'm the greatest to ever do it. Oh my goodness, they're gonna write stories about me. Beowulf who? Odysseus who? I don't even care about Hercules. Call me Mercules, because I'm murking this game. I'm murking this game. Oh, they made it bigger for me. They made it easier for me. Oh, they made it cheesier for me. They made it sleazier for me. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Did they even know I was coming? Did they even see me? Did they even ask about me? Oh my God, I messed up. Oh, I was so close. I was so close. I can almost taste it. I can't taste that dirty sandwich, but they caught me with a slip. They slipped it on me. They slipped it. Oh, so close. I can feel every single second of it. But this is a fun game. I appreciate it. I think it's cool. Can I exit out the game? Am I allowed? Jesus Christ, get me out of here. Jesus Christ. So this is pretty good. I like that a lot. I mean, this is a pretty fun game. So there's other ones. I can exit the game. There's other ones that just go crazy. So this is Sandwich Tower. And I like this water. This is my favorite one. I love stupid garbage like this. If you ever wish to entertain me, if I was your house guest and you were curious how to entertain a man like me, if you thought to yourself, man, how do I entertain a guy? You know what you do? You put this on. And that's how you do it. All right, later on, trans colors. I see. Does it get hard? I'm pretty good at these games, so I don't know. I've always been pretty good at these games. I've always been pretty fair at least these games. In other games, I'm not too hot. As a matter of fact, one would call me the unhottest man on earth. When does it get hard? Is the question. When does it get difficult? I don't even know what the rewards do. What do I get with the rewards? What do I get? Cool. What did the reward get me? What is it? What do I unlock? Daily? I don't know what I get. What's in the shop? Acorn stuff? I don't even know what that stuff doesn't matter. When you stroke it, you're speaking now. See that I was waiting for that answer. I was waiting for that answer. And it's true. It does get hard when you stroke it. You know, they call me Al Roker, Al Stroker is what they call me in the streets. That's what they've been calling me. And I've been scared. I've been scared because I'm too scared to stroke it crazy style. Feels super easy to get to I forget which level, and then you get everything. Fun game for a while though. I see. You know what? Can I? Am I? There it goes. I gotta click F11. It's crazy. I can't just click exit. What we gotta do is we gotta play something garbagey. Here we go. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. This is the mobile game. This is the mobile game. I've been thinking about this for eons. I've always wanted to play a mobile game like this. I've always wanted this. Can I? Oh, I can't move the thing. What's happening? Am I not allowed to? I can't be my friend. This isn't what I wanted. Oh, this isn't what I want. This is the one I was playing. Hold on. Let me see here. There's a video that a friend of yours used ketchup stroking you. I couldn't stop laughing. I never laughed for someone doing that. That friend was me. That friend was me. That was actually me. Sadly. Let me see here. Can I use it this way? Let me see here. I can't. Oh my! Is my keyboard not? Oh, heat is hooked up. It's happening. No, no, no. Where's my? I was able to use my keyboard before. Numlock. Hold on. Let me. I was able to use my keyboard before, but now I can't. Hold on. I can't use my keyboard to move around. Is it because I'm in this mode? No, I can't use my keyboard. I can't use my keyboard anymore. This is no fun. That's no fun. I want to use my keyboard. That's no fun. Ah. It's no fun if I can't use my keyboard. That doesn't make any sense. That sucks. I can't use my keyboard. This is garbo. What is this? There's nothing but mobile games. It's crazy that there's nothing but mobile games. It's just a crazy amount of mobile games on here. I didn't know there was all these mobile games just on this. It's crazy. Agrio? I don't know what that is. I don't know what Agaro is. All I know is that there's a crazy amount of mobile games. What was I expecting? I don't know. I was expecting Roblox. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting the beauty of Roblox. But my entire life, every day I wake up and I pray to the gods that I can just play Roblox yet again. Every day. I just hope. I'm just like, man, maybe I can play Roblox today. And if I can't play Roblox, by George, by bisexual Danny, by by Furious Jesus, by Curious Jesus, who knows? Let's see. I played Wonderland and it kind of sucked ass. It was not fun. It was like actual hot garbage. But I do gotta appreciate that Roblox just has like a disgusting amount of games, because that's all it has. Just an insane amount of video games, and I high key gotta respect it. I gotta respect it. But lesbian space princess? What is lesbian? What is that? I've never heard of that. Oh, cool. What's lesbian space princess? There's some guy fighting me. Okay. I guess I just continually go this, right? I keep doing this. Awesome. I don't know what lesbian space princess is. I've never heard of that. I'd like to know what that is. Is it just a game or is it a movie or something? What is that? What exactly is lesbian space princess? Is it important that I know about it? Your version back in middle school? Nice. It's a movie? Okay. Explain what it is. It lesbian space princess? Is it gay media that I have to consume? Do I have to care about it? Is it just gay media? Is that what I'm looking for? Is that what I'm understanding? If it's just gay media, then that's cool, I guess, but I'm not really sure exactly. The new hot meme? The new hot meme. Do I care about it? Is really where I'm at. I don't know if I care about it enough, you know? Like this game, I'm caring a little bit less about. What is this? Oh, cool. I reached the damage cap. It's not good. It's not good. Why would I care about lesbian space princess then? Is it just to get a movie to meme on? Is that what I'm intended to do? Just to meme on the movie? Is that what I'm supposed to do? It doesn't. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with the movie. Am I supposed to enjoy it? Am I supposed to hate it? Is it good? If it's not good, I don't want to watch it. I'm not really a fan of watching complete hot garbage. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it might be enjoyable to watch me critique it. There you go. Have you enjoy? It might be cool to watch me critique it, but I don't really review it. I don't know. I might make a video. I'll watch it, and I might make a video on my side channel. I often in my main channel, I usually cover evergreen social commentary. Right, that's really what I'm focusing on. I made the Gary Indiana video because nobody was talking about it, and I felt like that was an important subject to cover. But I really am trying to stick to evergreen social commentary on this channel is really what I'm hoping for. Just evergreen social commentary. That's really all I want. React to the trailer. I can do that. We can react to the trailer. I'm willing to do that right now. Lesbian Space Princess trailer. A year ago. This one like a year ago? Like this one? Do I react to this one right here? Umbrella Entertainment? The, is it this one? Yes. 36,000 likes is insane. That's crazy. What is it? What is this hated? This is crazy. What is this getter immediately ratioed? It's insane. What is this? What is this? What is this with 36,000 dislikes is I just got here. Please, I just got here. Hold on. Okay, let me turn this up. Hold on. Can't hear a goddamn thing. Boom, loud. That's what I like to hear. All right, ready, set, and okay, it's gonna be a little bit loud.
Kiki, I didn't exactly have girls knocking down my door before.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to make fun of somebody's voice, but what is the voice of the person? Kiki, I really didn't have girls knocking down my door. Is that? Am I? Am I mishearing that somehow? There's no way Am I mishearing the voice of the person? What? Wait, what is this? No, okay.
Kiki, I didn't exactly have girls knocking down my door before.
Sorry, I. If you speak like this, I'm not if you speak like this, I'm not insulting you, but it's just objectively funny. I'm so sorry.
You did. You are my everything.
You're dumped.
Fuck. I just thought.
Eclectic mash of intergay lactic mayhem.
Dating a space princess would be more fun.
Well, I mean, I guess, man. I suppose that's so far. This is a lot. Like, it's a lot going on here. Just look like porn.
Where am I?
We're the straight, white malians.
I guess, bro. I guess, bro. I guess, bro. I guess, man. I guess. I guess. I guess, man. I guess. I suppose. Awesome. Cool. You know, that's sweet.
Oh, come on! Kill the lesbian!
Sarah, you gotta help me.
Kiki! I can't just abandon her. I've got to save Kiki.
Let me look at this.
Sarah, you gotta help me.
Kiki! I can't.
Left laugh lesbian, that goes kind of hard. Looks like some alcohol back here. Looks to be a brush of some sort. Strong woman. Love to see that. That's awesome. Love to see that. It's her. They're together. Like the sexy bitch hoodie. That's awesome. Not bad composition in the room. Pretty cool room. I like the lights. It's kind of hot set up my room too. So pretty enjoying that. That's awesome.
Just abandon her. I've got to save Kiki.
A goofy trip of pure enjoyment. Next best picture. I see. 137,000, 8,000 subscribers. If I got more YouTube subscribers than you, I don't trust you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like a bunch of, just like some random thing. Not sure how reputable this is, but I guess.
An intergalactic.
I gotta observe the background. Please hold for a moment. Pilot Wall of Fame. I like that. That's pretty cool. A lot of cigarettes right here. Looks like she's topless on this lower left. Coffee in the background. I'm enjoying the little small things right here. I enjoy that.
An intergalactic space quest to save your ex? Oh, wow.
Oh god, this is pathetic.
If she loves you so much, what is taking her so long?
I have a huge crush on you.
Get up, you little sweaty bitch.
A colorful and life-affirming crowd pleaser screen daily. This gotta be a conservative psyop, dude. This gotta be the screen daily. This gotta be like a conservative psyop. Am I stupid? This has to be. Maybe I'm dumb.
Oh my god. Oh.
We gotta be confident. We gotta be but not too confident. We gotta be beautiful.
Oh, not too big.
But not too beautiful.
Too beautiful.
You gotta have nice shoes. You gotta everything you do. I gotta do backwards in flat shoes.
This feels, and maybe Cello? Hey, what's up, Cello? What's cracking, man? Cello, what's up, man? What's going on, Cello? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's up, Cello? What's cracking? I feel nothing towards this. My boy, what's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? Why didn't you sneak into Streamer University? Yeah, how you doing, Cello? What's cracking, my goat? How you been? Ah, man, I've been great. I've been great. I'm doing my YouTube career is doing fantastic. I got 3 channels monetized. It was fun. I don't understand what this lesbian space princess stuff is. Lit pretty good. Content creation is my full-time job, so I'm really happy about that, and I'm moving soon, so pretty cool. That sounds racist. I'm just confused about this Sophia, bro. Have you fully transitioned to be a full-time content creator? Have you done that yet? Comments are turned off. Holy shit. That's crazy. I didn't get to read the comments. That's horrible. The full time, but I'm really bullshitting. That's what I like to hear. You need to lock in. Why are you not locking in? Where's the lock-in, Shella? Where's the YouTube? You should be at half of it. This is 1 year ago. Yeah, this is 1 year ago. I'm just confused as to what is this? Watch with Fandor? I don't know what this is. Where you moving to? I'm not explaining where I'm moving to at all. You meet these people in real life. These people? I'm not moving to Portland. I'm at a real space in life right now. Are you okay, man? You want to talk about it? Are you good? Situation, I guess. That'd be a good a good title for my side channel. I should watch this and then do a review of this. F Portland. I feel like Portland's very accepting. I'm be real goat. No, that's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. If you're going through stuff, that's completely understandable. If you want to deal with it on your own time, that's completely understandable. I'm proud of you for at least acknowledging that something's going on. Happy something's going on there. I'm happy you figured that out. I don't know what this film is. I've never heard of this. Yeah, I've genuinely never heard of this in all of my life. Yeah, I've never heard of this in my life. Listen to the song from the movie. The song. What is the song? Crush?
Oh, Syra, I've got a crush on you. Oh, Syra, I've got a crush, it's true. And it's on you. My crush is on you.
Juice WRLD level lyrics. What's up? That's Juice WRLD level lyrics. That's awesome. I mean that's Juice WRLD level lyrics is what I'm hearing. That's where I'm at. Let's look up Juice WRLD lyrics. Let's go there. Let's go to Juice WRLD lyrics. So what did she say? I don't even care what Juice WRLD song. Wasted. GTA love bitches wasted. Wasted, I'm on drugs. Wasted. Wasted, get off my mind. I'm wasted. I waste all my time when I'm wasted. GTA love. This is Juice WRLD level lyricism. This is exactly what I heard with this song. About the same level of lyricism as Juice WRLD. So, is what I'm understanding. Is you gotta. This version is different from the actual. You gotta look at the clip from the movie. I got. Thanks, Stream Elements. Thanks. Yeah, I got a Patreon in the bio. That's awesome. Thanks, Stream Elements. I'm perplexed. I don't think they have it on YouTube, and I refuse to go to Twitter right now because I'm in mad beef. I don't want to go there. There seems to be a lot of songs here. I guess. Crush Scene. Crush Scene. That's it?
I have a huge crush on you.
Wait, did I say that out loud?
Yes.
It's just.
Oh, no, don't you.
Oh, Syra, I've got a crush on you.
Oh, and it just goes into the song? Is that what it just goes into the song at that point? That doesn't seem too bad. I don't understand. It doesn't seem too bad. I do have Twitter ops. I don't know. It doesn't seem too bad. It doesn't seem too offensive. It just seems too on the nose. This is, to me, the same level as conservative media trying to create its own little niche, right? You ever see some really garbage conservative media and everybody's saying, all conservative media is bad? That's incorrect. That's an objectively false statement. Team America is the greatest movie to ever exist. Let's jot that down. Conservative media is actually really good when it is good. There are really good war movies, right? But Lesbian Space Princess, I'm just confused. It's transphobic, who's the studio behind this? The only people that are accepting of gay people and transphobic is all of Australia or all of Great Britain. What's Umbrella Entertainment? What is this? Umbrella Entertainment is 100% Australian. Oh. Ugh. My foot is recovering better. I have not moved out of the hellscape. I don't know. How is this movie transphobic? How is this transphobic? Am I dumb? Aussie is funny. That's crazy. That's funny. How is this transphobic? Is it just, how is this transphobic? Am I stupid? I kind of want to watch this person right here, but it's a 10-minute video, and I kind of don't care to do that.
It has finally happened.
Loud.
I've watched the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, by a long shot. 2 years ago, I told you Me and Madness was the worst film I've ever seen. Just a truly terrible misunderstanding of American Psycho made by a literal Gen X psychopath, Louis Clinton. Wife of Steve Munchin, the U.S. Secretary of Treasury, during famous Israeli cop sleep Donald Trump's first term as president. The movie is essentially what happens when a retard watches American Psycho, and their only takeaway is, this would be so cool if Bateman was Psycho, and their only takeaway was term as president. The movie is essentially what happens when a retard
Okay, man. Okay. I guess, man. I'm just confused why it's bad. The story time about a time when you were in LA broke and were trapped in a house with a racist man and moved a wife. I was done already. I wasn't in LA. That wasn't LA. That was Las Vegas. I was in Vegas. Didn't get that info by that video, by the way. I don't know. That Playing Gary thing gave you heard of the trying to ban Arizona Sun. Yeah. I'm feeling getting framed for Netflix being an ass. Is this on Netflix? I don't understand what is bad about the movie.
Kiki, I didn't exactly have girls knocking down my door before you did. You are my everything.
You don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a very confusing period of life. Rick and Morty is back on top. Supergirl is a box office flop, and you can put pickle shoes on Sonic and Fortnite.
Posted my on Twitter.com.
And most importantly, and most recently, Netflix thought it was a good idea to cancel the epic tales of Captain Underpants so they could create Lesbian Space Princess. Lesbian Space Princess is so generationally bad that everyone from every fandom is clowning on it. Listen, Hell of a Boss fans, I owe you guys an apology.
I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Lesbian Space Princess might be one of the worst pieces of media of all time. This shit is deadass worse than Rent a Girlfriend. Actually, no, this is just Rent a Girlfriend for like 2014 Tumblr users. You guys will see what I mean when you watch the trailer, okay? Because this shit is very, very interesting. That's one way to put it. Before we get into that, like and subscribe, now let's get into the video. Basically, the movie's about this girl whose name I already forgot. I think it was like Kakyoin or Joseph or Iggy. Okay, maybe not Iggy. Basically, it's about her trying to save her ex from evil aliens. I guess, bro. Whatever, man. Let's just watch the trailer.
Kiki, I didn't exactly have girls knocking down my door.
I've already seen the trailer, man.
Right off the bat, there's a few things I already want to talk about in this movie. Number one is the atrocious art style, because it's like fucking Has-Been Hotel had a baby with Family Guy. Like, they have like the weird overly skinny character designs from Has-Been Hotel with like the animation of Family Guy. And then the humor in this show is like this weird sort of like affront to God combination of like 2016 Tumblr humor combined with like Reddit millennial humor.
I just thought dating a space princess would be more fun.
This fit is fucking atrocious. Damn, bro, no wonder she left you. Your fashion sense is horrendous. And I went to school with a guy who, I kid you not, in freshman year wore nothing but Has-Been Hotel shirts and skinny jeans.
Where am I?
We're the straight, white aliens. You guys are fucking kidding me. The villains of the story are called straight white malians. This movie is a like fucking like anti-woke grifter's dream, bro. Andy Pants ranting for vengeance, critical drinker. They go to bed dreaming that something like this will come out.
Yeah, this is like a parody, a caricature parody of all progressive media. This is what it's like a conservative made this movie. It's literally like a conservative made the movie from the trailer alone, but I haven't seen the movie yet. So, read the reviews. That's a good idea. I should read the reviews. Controversy. It already has a controversy. That's awesome. Uh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. It has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sorry, it has a 98%. It has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't care about enabling ads. I'm really confused. 98%? Says a showing widespread face. A slight worse than Medusa stars. What? Wait. 1 out of 10 stars. Great film. Very funny and good film. Reminds me of that one time when my best friend stepped on a landmine and exploded. Blood was everywhere. He was conscious for a bit. Then let out the worst, most gut-wrenching scream I heard in my entire life. Ever heard a man scream with no lungs? So great job, everybody. Helpful. That's awesome. Oh my god. Firstly, extremely hard to get a hold of, which I guess comes from being a film festival movie. Secondly, I'm sorry, when did, okay. Which I'll be touching the rough strokes about the top story. Now I can say that the trailer kind of emphasizes what this movie fails at, as it never goes through anything. But to be clear, it does have several good parts. That is clever satire. This is undermined by the fact that it never commits, which I guess if you want to be pedantic is kind of the point with the story. But the story itself doesn't take it serious at the end, which just doesn't add up. Like, to make a non-spoiler analogy, they show a montage of the Dark Lord murdering innocent orphans and exaggerate graphic Rick and Morty level detail. Then they turn around and give the Dark Lord a happy ending because it's important to love yourself. Like, how much take that seriously? Supposed to be happy of the fact that murder orphans are consequences. Some cognitive dissonance. I don't know what this is. It's a lot of stuff here. Sling Warfest definitely enduring, but less than most. Making Has-Been Hotel like a masterpiece. My left testicles are more funnier than this. Perfect movie. I watched this with Benjamin Netanyahu. It was a best. You know what's fun? And I learned this a while back. So, and this is a really cool thing if you ever get curious about your media. I'll tell you what, I'll do something here. I'll go to Amazon. Right? Now this is cool. This is really cool. So, I'm gonna go to Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison, which is one of my favorite books. Right? This is a really good book. I like this book a lot. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna sort. I'm gonna go down here. So there's 5-star reviews, which explain how good the book is and all this stuff, the cop truth, all this stuff. Now I'm curious more so. You also go to the 1-star reviews, and you can discover that people will hate on your favorite thing all the time. This is pretty cool. Interesting. Usually you'll find people hating on your favorite thing. Usually if you go to anything, like for instance, let's see, I love Kung Pao. It's my favorite film. This might be my favorite film of all time, right? So if I go to IMDb for Kung Pao, Enter the Fist, I love this movie, right? This is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'm sure a lot of people like this. And you can see the user reviews. If you go to 1-star reviews, you'll see that a lot of people hate the movie, right? Very unfunny and boring, the worst movie I've ever seen. And they'll have passionate and beautiful critiques of the worst thing ever. I think it's my favorite movie of all time. I love this. I think it's really good. And then what I'll notice, this is very important, is that if you sort by 5-star reviews, you'll hear amazing, beautiful things about it. I do this with everything that I love. I really, really, really do this with everything that I love because I want to see what the worst person said and what the greatest person said. This is crazy. The Chinese. And I listened to it for years and never realized. I discovered that a lot. I discovered that a lot of time where I enjoy something really bad and then everybody hates it. Oh, what's the one thing I really liked? Man, it's a game I was playing. Urban Rain. Urban Rain. This is my favorite game of all time. I love this game. This is genuinely my favorite game of all time. I love Urban Rain. Now I'm going to show you what Urban Rain is to give you a better example of what Urban Rain is. Right? Your grandpa, Unc? I'm 30. Urban Rain. So this is, I love this game.
Games off a list, Shun. Taking it seriously is missing the point. We could clutching their wounded limbs or throwing a hand up and begging for mercy after getting kicked in the crotch. That bit of levity goes a surprisingly long way to softening the literal blows.
This was made by the people who made Tekken, and it was made around Tekken 4, and there are people that hate this game. Oh, never mind. People don't hate this game. Let's see. Are there any 5-star reviews? I guess there's a 6-star. Interesting. Interesting. I usually sort by the lowest reviews to see what people think about it, but not many people are going crazy with the lower star reviews. Any 7 stars? Wow, people really like this. This is crazy. Hold on a minute. All 10 stars? Oh, not many people are talking about it. I usually go to check if people hate the games that I like. It's just something that I do to see if they just despise it. I just want to check. The greatest video game of all time. It is. It is the greatest video game of all time. I like Heavy Rain. He was younger. Me? I'll be 30. I'll be 30 in 5 days. I'll be 30 in 5 days. I probably look real young. I don't know. I take care of myself real good. I don't smoke or drink. That probably adds to my years by a metric mile that I don't smoke or drink at all. I've never smoked or drank in my entire life. So that probably adds significant years to my margin. So there's that. Writing their first novel, start writing is what I did. Early 20s, man. I'm 30. I'm 30. Happy early birthday. Appreciate that. We're doing a all-day stream for my birthday. My goal for my birthday is to is to break my lease. I would love to break my lease. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, being born, man. Hey, I appreciate that. It takes a lot. Thanks for the 10 jewels. It takes a lot to be born. Not many people make it this far. Now, you know that? Not many people make it this far. Their birthday. I'm excited for it too. 5 days to the birthday stream. 5 days to the birthday stream. I'm really excited. Really excited about that. Hold on, I gotta grab my. I got these out. Someone asked me one time what kind of games I enjoy. I purely enjoy incremental games. Any game that has an incremental system that makes me feel excited inside of my bosom. Upside or what? If you're boring and don't drink, that sucks. Thankfully, I'm awesome. Thankfully, I'm the coolest guy to ever do it. I've not listened to Coco Moon. LGBT movie. They probably understand that it looks like a psyop. Like, the movie objectively looks like a psyop. Ow. Hold on. I don't wear earrings. I've never worn earrings in my life. It feels trap. I'm gonna watch it. It feels garbage though. I don't really like it. Favorite accessory? Rings. Love rings. If you think I wore earrings, you're referring to this. Well, people think this is my ear. So a lot of people have seen me wear this elf ear. It has earrings on the elf ear. Oh, yeah. Mm. I don't get things that I can't take off my body. I get overwhelmed. So, cool fact, I had a tattoo on my back, but I'm schizophrenic. So I ripped it off. So, I didn't recognize it. I ripped it off. I don't have any Oh, yeah. I ripped out a chunk of my back. How? I dug into my skin and ripped it off. I can't have anything in my body that I don't recognize, or else I'll freak out. I got schizophrenia real bad. So, if that's anything, hardcore, no, it hurt like hell. I just didn't recognize it. It really hurt too. It was like top 2 worst pain I've had. Top 2. Oh, it was painful. Hurt like shit. It's free on Pluto TV. I feel like we can't watch it on stream. I'd probably lose my channel. But I watch it on Pluto. Thanks for letting me know. I'll probably do that. How did you not hospitalize yourself? Hospital costs too much money. I don't know if you know this. Also, I know I don't look like I scrap. I scrap. When I go to bars, I have 10 guys line up and play Bloody Knuckles with me. And I do this every time I go to the bar. They're drunk, they can't feel anything. They leave home with broken hands. I love doing that. Love that for me. I like fighting a lot. We could watch a Chainsmoker talk about Chainsmoker Cat. Is there a video like that? That'd be awesome. Hold on, that'd be a good video. Hold on. Chainsmoker reviews Chainsmoker Cat. There is one. There is one. You got it. You got it. You're actually correct. Hold on. You're on it. You are on it, dude. Hold on. Let's watch this. Hey, look, it's me. I'm up with the Chainsmoker Cat reviews. I'm at 29,000. That's pretty cool. I like my thumbnail. That's good. Okay.
Most of you guys look at Chainsmoker Cat and you see something humorous and
The voice caught me off guard, dog.
Say, a nicotine-fiend cat girl living in a slum apartment with a bunch of drug-addled losers. I, however, look at the show and get PTSD flashbacks because I have lived this life. In 2007, I was 19, fresh out of high school, fresh out of money, and living in a trash heap in Eugene, Oregon, where the rent was $200 a month. Now, if you're young, you might think, oh, well, $200 was worth a lot more back then. No. It wasn't, trust me. There are only 2 types of people who live in an apartment that costs $200 a month. College students whose parents won't give them any money, and addicts, junkies, tweakers, and crackheads. I was both, and much like Yanni Neko, my entire life was a constant scrape and scrabble to procure enough cash to pay rent and fund my addictions. Nicotine, alcohol, and plus weed. I was a chain smoker. On any given day, I would burn my way through 2 or 3 packs of Camel filters. Though I would smoke Parliaments, Pall Malls, or American Spirits if I could get them for cheaper. Just not Marlboros. I hate Marlboros. A pack is 20 cigarettes, meaning on average, I was smoking between 40 and 60 cigarettes a day. So that's where I'm coming from here. I have lived this life, so I'm gonna compare my real life experiences as a degenerate to what we see in the show. First of all, I have done this A lot. I have dug through trash bags, trash cans, and public ashtrays just to find butts, or snipes, as we called them. I always had a packet of cheap rolling papers on me for pot, so even if I couldn't find a long ciggy butt, as she calls it, I could gather the contents from smaller butts, put it in a paper, and roll my own cigarette out of secondhand tobacco. Fortunately, though, I've never smoked anything that made me my guts out quite this hard. The booze took care of that. On an average day, I was drinking a fifth of whiskey and a 12-pack of beer. Combine that with the Fritos barbecue twists, which composed the majority of my diet, and I would regularly decimate my toilet with liquid fury. I don't know why she's riding reverse cowgirl, though. That's an insane choice right there. But let's start with pack preparation. What do you do when you get a new pack of cigarettes? Now, she opens it right up, but for me, there was a step before that. When it comes to commercial smokes like Camels and Marlboros, the tobacco is not very tightly packed, so you gotta pack it down before opening. You've probably seen smokers doing this. They get a new pack, flip it over, and start whacking it. Bam, bam, bam. This packs the tobacco down towards the filter and gets some of the air out of the cigarettes. That makes them burn slower, which is very important. The tighter they're packed, the slower they burn. So doing this makes them last longer and gives you a better smoke. Just don't pack them too tight, or you'll end up with hentai up face while you're trying to get a drag. This is insane, though. The idea of taking out 5 entire cigarettes just to stick your lighter in there. Just keep the lighter in your pocket and keep the smokes in the pack. Also, she calls this a cheap lighter. All disposable lighters are cheap. What this is a shitty lighter. This is like an MK or an old Scripto. The lighter's made out of very hard, very brittle, usually clear plastic, and back in the day, they cost 79 cents. The problem with these things is they explode. The plastic is brittle, and when it overheats, it can crack. That's liquid butane in there. It's under an immense amount of pressure, so when the things break, they go bang and send plastic shrapnel flying right at your face. 1 minute, you're about to enjoy a cigarette. The next minute, you're picking plastic shards out of your eyeballs, and you can't even shrug it off with the smoke because now you got no lighter. Pay the extra 20 cents for a big lighter. It's more than worth it. This scene struck a chord with me, and by that, I mean it triggered my PTSD. Our cat girl protagonist is calculating how much money in cigarettes she has left until the next payday, and she realizes she can only spend 28 yen and have 1 smoke a day for the next week. This is what I call junkie math. Addicts are very good at math, not because they want to be, but because it's necessary. When you're poor and addicted, you're constantly keeping tabs on how much everything you got left, how long till you can get more, how much money you got to get there, and how you'll need to apportion your drugs to make them stretch until you can re-up. The problem is, as an addict, you can't rely on yourself. I would come up with meticulous plans on how I was going to make my cigarettes, booze, and weed last for the next however many days. But then, an hour later, I would get drunk and then smoke, drink, boof, and snort everything I had, just like Yanni Neko does here. This is one of my favorite details in the show. It's very authentic. Also, I'm kidding about the boofing. I've never done that. I swear. I'm proud to say that no matter how f***ed up I got on drugs, I never stuck anything up my butt. It's really the only thing I have to be proud of. I've done some bad things. This girl wastes so much tobacco. Look at these butts. Some of them are only half smoked. Why start a new cigarette when you still have half the last one left? You smoke those suckers down to the quick right here. The filter doesn't actually start until this line here. This paper wrap thingy, there's tobacco in there. You can smoke that. No last drag is gonna taste like burnt cotton, but if I was as broke as this stupid fucking cat is, you bet your ass I'd be squeezing every last drop of nicotine out of my cigarettes. Why is my willpower so... I have lived this life. Smoking with a cold sucks. The worst is when your throat is so sore that you can't smoke at all, because then not only do you have a cold, but you start to go through nicotine withdrawal. This is what nicotine patches are actually for. Smokers with cold. Just don't fall asleep with a nicotine patch on. You will trip balls. Look up nicotine dreams. It's a real thing. One thing I really appreciate in the show is the cigarette-related voice acting and sound design. Remember I talked about lighters earlier? This sound right here is 100% accurate to this particular type of shitty lighter. They didn't just use a generic lighter flicking sound effect. They used that specific cheap-ass kind that sounds different than a Bic or a Zippo. The wheel has this particular kind of scrape and rattle to it. So, this is Yakuneko. And the big question is, what is she shooting? Most people would assume because that's the drug most commonly associated with IV use, but you can shoot anything. So what is it? Well, there's a clue here. Laxatives. And other opioid drugs like morphine, oxycodone, and fentanyl turn your shit into rocks. This is not like an over-the-counter medication side effect where it may cause constipation. If you use opioids daily for a week or two, you will be shitting out slabs of granite. And I can tell you from a wealth of personal experience that it is extremely painful. Clearly, she's using a lot of laxatives, so this is most likely some kind of opioid drug. However, when it's been cooked and drawn into a needle, ranges from yellowish to dark brown, depending on the type. Even when that appears white in powdered form, will usually have a yellow or brownish tinge when it's liquefied. This right here is clear. Now, it is possible that the animation studio intended for this to be, but they just don't know what it looks like. However, if this was a real-life situation, based on what I'm looking at, I would guess morphine or fentanyl. Both are opioids like heroin, but they would appear clear in solution, like we see here. If I could give Yanako one piece of advice, it would be to not hang out with this chick. Never trust a junkie, ever. They will f you over and steal your shit every time. You gotta remember, opioid addicts are on a clock. If they don't dose up every few hours, they start going through withdrawal, and opioid withdrawal is one of the most unimaginably painful things a human being can experience. It's not something the average person can comprehend. That kind of pain just does not exist in everyday human life. Junkies will do anything to avoid going through that, including pretending to be a friend and then stealing all your shit and selling it. Never trust a junkie. I say this as both someone who has been one and someone who has been robbed by them on multiple occasions. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's mainlining the laxatives themselves, in which case she's gonna shit herself into the shadow realm in about 10 seconds here. No? Alright, never mind. She's a junkie. Get rid of it. Anyway, that's all I got for now. You're probably seeing this video around the end of July, but I'm recording this on July 14th, so only the first 2 episodes of the show are currently out. Just don't fucking do drugs, okay? I never really quit. You know, I'm acting like this is all in the past. I didn't quit. I just downgraded my drugs. I went from heroin to morphine to oxycodone to buprenorphine, and now I just take kratom. I don't smoke anymore, but I still vape, and that's terrible for you too. The only one I ever really quit was booze, but I just compensate for that by smoking more weed. I'm still living that life, just in a less shitty environment. This is probably the worst video to do a Patreon.
Okay. That's this person's awesome. This is like the best VTuber I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, this is objectively the best VTuber I've ever seen. Part 2? Alright, let's watch part 2. You guys ready for part 2? What are your thoughts on Rick and Morty? Rick and Morty is good. I think it's a good show. I don't have any bad thoughts about Rick and Morty. I think it's a good show. Something bad happened to Rick and Morty recently? I think Rick and Morty is a good show.
Do people actually live like this? If you're watching Chainsmoker Cat, you probably ask yourself that question at least once. Can a person actually sink to this level of depravity, dysfunction, apathy, and filth? Or is this an exaggerated, cartoonish depiction of addiction? Well, let me tell you, my friend, it's real. Painfully so. And I know it's real because I have lived this life. And that's what I'm here to do once again. I'm going to compare my real life experience as an impoverished junkie degenerate to what we see in the show. And so
I want to point this out as a former, the former dealer of these things. witnessing it in real life is very interesting to see people beg and do all this stuff. When I was dealing, what would happen? This is in Grand Theft Auto. When I was dealing in Grand Theft Auto, what would happen a lot of the time is I would give someone free stuff up front, right? I would give them free to get them hooked on it, and then they'd love the feeling. Then they'd hit me back up, and then I would charge them double. I would say, "Yeah, man, I got you, 600," and they'd say, "Okay, I'll figure out how to make it," and they'd sell something precious, or they pawn off like a PS5, or they pawn off a TV, or they pawn off a PS3 or PS4, or they pawn off a Wii U or something. They pawn off stuff. So I was always seeing them pawn the stuff off, give me the money, and they do everything to do it. Then I would go to the pawn shop and buy their stuff. I would buy the stuff because they couldn't buy it back. So I'd end up getting like free PS5s. Then I'd sell those back to the person. I would sell the PS5 back to the person. So yeah. Oh no, I was evil. Yeah, 100%. When I was younger, yeah, I was just doing evil stuff, like realistically. But and then that's what happens a lot of the time with a lot of people that are addicted to a lot of these stuff. They don't have reasonable thoughts in any capacity. And I was the worst of the worst, man. I wasn't like a good person. I was a gang member. I was doing evil stuff. I just want to point this out. 100%, yeah. I just want to point this out. I was doing evil stuff. Like, I look very harmless, I think. I look very evil, but I look very harmless, but I was very evil. I look non-evil. I look very non-evil. Like, people look at me and they're like, "You look so harmless. You look safe." I am safe to women. To everyone else, I'm an active threat all the time. I am an active threat all the time. Well, I think if people look at me like from a base outside, like if you just looked at me and just saw me like this, people assume I'm nice, like a nice guy. Like if you just see me smiling from a distance, they say I'm nice. They say it's nice. It's in my eyes. Their hands at all points on. Sad day to be a trans man. Sad day indeed to be a trans man, actually. They're worse than my dad? Probably. I was really evil to a lot of people for a long time simply by virtue of if I wasn't evil, they'd take my life. So it was horrible. Like back in the day when I was doing stuff, a lot of time I would have to actively do the most evil action humanly possible. Because if I didn't, thank you for that. I appreciate the sub. If I didn't, I would lose my life. Right? If I didn't, I would literally lose my life. So it was a choice between, do I do this objectively evil action and live? Or do I do this very kind action and die? So that's what happened there. And also one of my teachers is one of my customers for a long time. So it was very tough. And when you're poor and broke, you don't really consider morality at all. You don't consider morals at all. You do it to protect yourself. It was to protect myself. Then I started enjoying it because it got me further in life. It would create a sense of fear in those around me to not mess with me, so I would be safe. That's what it did. It was nice. You don't necessarily. In Detroit, you do. In Detroit, you do. I have not seen a live action Tangled at all. I've not seen it. I've not even considered it. But in Detroit, you do. In Detroit, you do. I live in Detroit. So it's not really a kind place here. It's not a place I can let my guard down at any point in time. And right now, I stay in a horrible area. This Discord shit gets serious. You're trying to get a Walter White? I don't know about Walter White. Detroit, you aren't human. That's not true necessarily. And where I was at, in order to not get messed with, because I've watched people walk over other dealers like, "Come on, man, you can let me get that, man. Let me front this, man. Let me front this for like a week or two, man." And I wouldn't let that happen unless they were a dedicated customer. You're in Detroit? Are you a West Sider? Are you a West Sider? You seem like a West Sider. You're a West Sider, aren't you? You West Side? You West Side? You West Side? It's all in GTA. I missed a school. I actually went to Cora one instant. You gotta be a demon time, not get harassed or abused, and I'm in Pennsylvania. You do have to. I feel as though invoking fear in those around you is what I do. Although I was moving here, it's kind of making things chill on our side for the most part, which is good and bad at the same time. What's going on? How's it cracking? So, wait, like that's like Dearborn. You said Whites and Arabics. That's like Dearborn. It's like Hamtramck, dude. It's like Hamtramck area. Is my audio low? Your audio is cut too. Is that anyone else? Is that my audio? Did my audio cut out? Am I stupid? My audio looks like it's on. It seems like it's on. I have my volume at a pretty good level. Could be Minty. You just found audio's fine. Hear you? Okay, everybody hears me. Audio's good. That's good. Still here. Okay, that's good. Audio's fine for everybody else. I'm not sure what's going on there. Audio's fine. Everybody's good. Everybody's fine. Everybody's double fine. Everybody's triple fine. We're great. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now you can go back. You can go back to lurking if you'd like. So yeah, you're very real. I appreciate that. Trevor. Thank you so much. You're good. Awesome. Might be me. It's okay, Niles. So I'm gonna get back to this video, but as I was saying, yeah, this is very real when it comes to like addicts and junkies and stuff of that variety. With selling it is very real.
We return to the adventures of Yanni Neko, or as I like to call her, YN. I think it's a moniker which perfectly encapsulates her personality and behavior. She's got that.
I feel as though when a white person uses the term YN, it makes me feel like they just want to say the word really bad. You know what I mean? Because YN just means young nigga. And I fear as though that they just want to say the word really bad. So they're trying their best not to say the word. You know what I mean? It just feels that way. A while back, I remember you wouldn't drop the social and just something like, you'll find what you're meant to, and you showed up my Rex days later. Exactly. Hey, Luna, exactly. And that's exactly what I mean, Luna. And that's exactly what I mean. You see how you popped up? You'll find me when you find me, and you found me. Exactly what I said. You thought YN as it it's just young nigga. What's cracking? Good day, Saturday. It's Tuesday, August 25th. It's Tuesday, August 25th is what it's at. So I'm just saying, I told you, Luna Tuna, you would find me when you found me. Right? YN is a fanfic thing. Time pass too fast, man. I don't know. I think time passes reasonably slow for me, considering I'm really dedicated to all my days because I spend all my days making videos and editing. So I'll explain. We'll get to the reaction in a minute, but I'll explain a regular day for me real fast, if that makes any sense. Today is Saturday. Oh, okay, I got you. Stream is draining battery. Hey, have a blessed day. I appreciate you. These VHS days, that's pretty good, actually. That's amazing. So I'll explain a regular day, right? I'll wake up at around 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock most of the time. I'll make breakfast, right? Usually it's oatmeal. Maybe if I'm lazy, I'll make some cereal. Granola's fine. I'll eat something, right? Then I'll do a few stretches, get my body all warmed up, and maybe do, a few jumping jacks and maybe like 10 push-ups. Then it's time to make videos. So first thing I do is the easiest videos. I make my Sparking Zero videos, which is on my gaming channel, and I focus on that. Then I make one big gaming thing, right? Usually about 2 videos, so I can have 2 days of content. Then I make my other channel content, which is me sitting down. I look for a big event that's happening, and then I make a video about the big event, and that releases at 1 o'clock. So I make about 4 videos every day of those. Easy work. Then I make 2 videos for this channel that you're watching on right now, and those take about an hour each to edit. They take a long time to edit, so I usually spend the most time on those, and then I'm usually done at about 2 o'clock. Then, until 6, I choose one channel to stockpile videos for. If it's Monday, gaming channel, and I make 10 gaming video channels. Easy work, make 10 videos there, super easy. Tuesday, side channel, boom, make some stuff there, bada bing, bada boom. If it's Wednesday, I then make a 3rd video for the main channel. That's a longer video, usually about 20 or 30 minutes, and then I edit that till about 5 or 6. Now, what I want to start doing at 6 o'clock when that video releases, at 6 o'clock, the video comes out, and then I stream. I'm going to stream till about 10 or 11, one of those time frames, and then you guys would just talk to me and stuff like that. And then I go to bed. Is what I hope to my days to be. It's what I want my days to be. So that's really what I want them to be. And then at night, if I have some time, I can spend a little time making a few shorts for Instagram or Facebook or something of that variety. That's what I like to do. Your West Side, that's what I like to see. West Side. So yeah, that's what I want to do. So that's what I'd like to do. That's what I'd like to do. So yeah. I'm on a stove or in the microwave. Stove. Off Southfield and Joy. Hey, Joy Road. Yeah. You know, oh my God. Somebody. I've not seen that. There was somebody who was talking to me and said, yeah, I live in Detroit. I said, oh, where you at? And he said, St. Clair Shores. He said, St. Clair Shores. Now, people who don't know what that means, if you don't know what St. Clair Shores is, that's like saying, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I live in Canada. Where in Canada? Detroit. That's nothing the same, not even close to the same. St. Clair Shores? He said, yeah, you know, it's dangerous in St. Clair Shores. It's dangerous in St. Clair Shores. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, no, it's not dangerous in St. Clair Shores. You're insane. You're crazy. Oh, St. Clair Shores, we got gangsters in St. You got hitters in St. Clair Shores. You don't have hitters in St. Clair Shores. You bullshit. You bullshit. You just bullshitting, dude. I can't believe it. Neon Neko sure goes hilarious. I'll check it out. There was off their parks and their beaches. Oh my God. That's so St. Clair. So off their story. St. Clair is so white. It's crazy. You gonna claim that Trump bounty for Barron Trump? That's insane. No, I'm not gonna do that. Let's do that.
YN attitude and a lot of YN tendencies. YN, of course, stands for Young Neko. Don't worry, don't
we got the definition immediately afterwards. It's crazy. So is this person, I imagine, is white. Like, my guess, if I had to be so bold to say this person's white. So should have lived in Southfield around the Jews your whole life. But it reminds me of people who are like, oh yeah, I live in Detroit. Where? Novi? You live in Novi. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I live in Metro Detroit. Oh, Metro Detroit. I see. My bad. I live on Van Dyke. That's Detroit. I'll accept downtown Detroit. Thank you very much. I appreciate the early birthday. I'll give you that. But yeah, being a toxic crew, actually did make a show and watch your saying. That's what I like to hear, Jezebel Dragon. It's crazy. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
Sorry, I'm allowed to say it. I got the pass. Back in the day when I was smoking, boozing, and snorting up in my $200 a month trash heap apartment in Eugene, Oregon, my friends were all a bunch of neckos. I spent much time amongst the beast folk. Now,
my friends were a bunch of neckos. I fear that he is saying the N-word, and I gotta respect this person just for being a piece of garbage.
There's something very important I forgot to talk about last time. At this point in the show, I've watched YN go through a lot of packs, and I've noticed something interesting. She doesn't have a lucky cigarette. I smoked for over 20 years, and for me and my friends, the lucky cigarette was a very important ritual. When you buy a fresh pack of smokes, after you tamp it down and remove the cellophane wrapper, it is tradition to take out one cigarette, turn it upside down, and then put it back in the pack. This is known as the lucky cigarette. Now, maybe this just ain't a thing over there in Japan, but here on the west coast of the USA, it's a very common custom. The lucky cigarette is like a smoker's superstition, a piece of folklore. If you turn a cigarette upside down and save it, it will bring you good luck when you smoke it. A lot of people choose the one in the center of the front row. A pack of cigarettes has 3 rows. The first is 7, the center row is 6, and then the last one is 7 again. It's sort of like a haiku, except there's one extra syllable and it gives you cancer. I once saved the lucky cigarette for 3 months. Not only did you smoke the lucky by the end of the pack, but I just took mine and stuck it in the next pack, and then the next one and the next one. I kept transferring this one cigarette from pack to pack to pack for months. I have no idea what I was saving it for. There wasn't really a reason. I was just high. What happened to that lucky? Well, it broke. It got so old and beat up from being moved around that one day it just snapped in half. Needless to say, I was crestfallen. Ironically though, thinking back on it now, it may have been the luckiest cigarette I ever had, because the fact that it broke meant I smoked one less cigarette that day. No, actually, I just took the tobacco and rolled it in a spliff, but you know, I felt poetic to say that. Well, you know, this show made me realize something. Even though I quit smoking for good 2 years ago, mostly, I still have the heart of a smoker. No, really, I've got a heart disease. Don't smoke cigarettes. All jokes aside, hopefully, I still couldn't help but get offended on Yonako's behalf when the landlord is lecturing her at the beginning of episode 3. Non-smokers always make such a big deal about secondhand smoke, and even now, it pisses me off. So you breathe in a little secondhand smoke. Neko, please. I inhaled the whole goddamn cigarette, and you don't hear me complaining. Stop.
Neko, please. And it's so fun, and I feel so haughty-taughty and progressive when I say this all the time. It's so fun when white people want to say the word, but they know it's frowned upon. So they find these fun, constructive ways. Like ninja. Like ninja, please. You know what I'm saying? Would I make a VTuber persona? No, I would never do a VTuber. I don't think that's in me. I don't like the VTuber community at all. I want to stay as far away as possible from them, to be quite honest with you. It's like Wigga, Neko, Ninja, please. They want to say it so bad. And it reminds me of the phenomena of when a white person just wants to. You ever see a white person good at dancing, right? Like a white person good at dancing. And everybody says, whoa, white boy can dance. Whoa, white boy can dance. And it's the same moves that a black person does, but a white person is doing it. And it's impressive because it's a white person. It's white mediocrity being praised because it copies and emulates blackness, right? It's like, I'll give you a perfect example. White girl with a fat ass. Because for some reason, it's a stereotype for black women to have fat asses. And then when a white girl has a fat ass, they're like, whoa, white girl got a fat ass. And everybody goes crazy about it. It's this near phenomena. It's this mental block, this plague upon humanity, it seems. This miasma, bubonic plague of pogness, fumigating in the air at all points in time. It happens with every single small, minuscule white task that is exacerbated into such a inane degree. I can almost describe it as an inane degree where a white person does a small task. Like a white guy rapping. A white guy rapping. Hold up a second. Eminem can rap. He's white. But he raps. Hey, Jack Hart, hold up a second. It's just the whole thing. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kring Hezekiah. It's just really, really strange all the time. Pogs wears crazy. It just happened. It's the nigga chin. It's weird. It's weird. It just feels weird. But I digress. Back to this very good video.
Been such a little bitch. In fact, my lungs already filtered out all the tar for you. That's the cleanest smoke they're ever gonna get. You should enjoy it. Obviously, I'm kidding. You can stop typing now. To be perfectly honest, Yanako pisses me off. She's rude, obnoxious, and careless to the point that it becomes dangerous. Being a smoker doesn't mean you need to be an asshole. I know it's just a cartoon, but this genuinely rustles my jimmies when she just tosses butts on the ground and starts fighting. I grew up in California, the most flammable state in the USA, so we had to be vigilant about that shit. But it's okay, because there's an easy way to make sure you never start a fire with a cigarette butt. Just spit on the tip. That's right, give them the old hot to it. That's what I always did. Whether you're smoking cigarettes or smoking it's the polite and safe thing to do. So I got my little nicknames for all these characters, right? There's YN, Dope Cat, the Abyssinthian, Discord Kitten, and this one I like to call Amy Schumer Cat. You know,
The Abyssinthian is the funniest shit I've ever heard. It is top 10 funniest shit I've heard all day. Abyssinthian is funny as hell. And then Amy Schumer Cat is pretty good.
There's a running theme in the show of racism against the beast folk, but this scene proves that really we aren't so different at all. We may
Lux.
look a little different, we may eat different foods, puke different colors, and use different nicotine patches, but at the end of the day, their women aren't funny either, and that is something that unites us all. Stop typing. It was a joke, but enough dicking around. I actually want to get serious here for a second. I've been thinking about Chainsmoker Cat a lot over the past month, and something's been bothering me more and more. Now, I love this show. It's hilarious, and I relate to it deeply, but especially after the past couple episodes, I'm becoming a bit concerned about some of the darker elements depicted in this anime. I'm beginning to worry that the show might be a bad influence on young people. We all know what a gateway drug is, right? Like, they say pot is a gateway drug that can lead you into using the harder stuff, and for some people, that's true. Take me, for example. I started smoking pot when I was 15. Originally, I didn't want to go any further than that, but it got me involved with people with the heavy stuff, and just 4 years later, I was railing coke, doing smack, and drinking enough liquor every day to drop me dead and
So this is actually really cool with the culture of dealers, right? If you're a good dealer, one, you don't get high on your own supply in Grand Theft Auto, obviously. You don't want to do that in Grand Theft Auto. That's the first thing you don't want to do. Secondly, if you're really, really good, and I mean really, really good, if you're super cool, you know how to manipulate people to get them to buy the stuff that you can't sell to anybody else. Oh, you like the mushrooms? I got something better than mushrooms, but you probably won't like it. It's really cool though. Oh, well, what is it? You probably don't want to do it. It's one of the harder stuffs. You can just stick to your shrooms and get used to it. You'll eventually get a higher resistance, and you'll need something else. And you'll need some, but you just deal with that. No. I want to. I'm actually getting fed up with mushrooms. I'm sick of it. What's better than mushrooms? Well, I got this pretty cool thing. It's a horse tranquilizer. I want to try that. Okay, you sure? Let me teach you how to do it safely. And I give them a pack of needles and stuff, and they go crazy. And that would be like, that would be what I'd have to do to live. Because my mom, she would leave for days on end, and I would be left with a can of raviolis. And I would invite my crip friends over, and they would be like, hey, man, you want to make some money? I figure how you make some money, man. And then they said if I didn't sell, then I'd get pistol whipped. So it's either sell or get pistol whipped. So it's really in between. It's really just in between those two things. So I don't know which one I would. It really doesn't matter. So yeah. Don't get high on your own supply, mean? Well, it means just don't, like, when you have, like, weed or excess of some of that variety, don't smoke your own weed because you gotta sell it. That's what it is. If you have struggles, just blame. That's a sane thing to say, God, Kev. But that's really what happened a lot of time in the past. That was just a lot of life.
My body on the spot. For me, it really was a gateway drug. And that's what I'm afraid of when it comes to Chainsmoker Cat. I worry that this show might influence young people to get into farts. Episodes 3 and 4 made one thing clear. Yannick farts without regard for human life, and the show focuses on it way too much. This is gateway fetishism. Sure, right now you're just laughing at the farting cat girl, but you watch too much of this stuff. And 4 years from now, you'll be wearing a nose hook with the face wedged between some hooker's butt cheeks while she blasts one straight down your esophagus and you bazooka your jaw all over her ankles. This is how people get into that stuff. It's a gateway drug, same as any, only this way you'll end up smelling the crack instead of smoking it. This is dangerous normalization, and I'm very concerned about the effect it could have on him.
It's true. It does have a lot of fart humor. There's a lot of it's teetering and teasing with the idea throughout the entire show, and I think that's unhealthy for a lot of the show. It is very unhealthy for a lot of people because a lot of people get very, very, very into a lot of this stuff, and they end up. I know too many people who will watch a show, and then they'll adopt the personality of everything in the show. You know those people, right? Where they'll see a show and they'll be like, hey, this show, I like these elements in the show. People that act like Itachi or people that start doing Naruto hand signs in the halls. There are adults that still get really obsessed with shows of that variety, and Yanni Neko is just in that variety. That's what it is. You know, that's really what it is.
Impressionable teenagers and young adults. That being said, part of me can't help but admire how young Neko lives, ripping ass and tearing shit up wherever she goes. She spits on people, farts without remorse, and has absolutely no respect for anyone's possessions or property. I was like this once, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I miss those days. I'm old now, I should be wise enough to know better, but even so, I can't help but feel a certain sense of nostalgia when I watch this show. It does such a wonderful job capturing that fleeting, chaotic period of young adulthood through which we all must pass. It's not about the fast-paced vim and vigor of youth.
Oh yeah, this is Yanni Neko. I'm going back to Discord, man. I'm happy you're here, Siraj.
It's about the other side, the aimless, comfortable laziness, that sort of exciting boredom where every day is full of possibilities because you don't have to do anything. It's a time when we can afford to waste time. You aren't really an adult yet. You're still a kid, but it's hard. You want to get high, and you can just kind of do that. Long-term consequences aren't a reality for you yet. It's just get money, get ripped, and the hell with everything else. In some ways, it might almost seem enticing. Just know this. When you spend your younger years fucking around with drugs, you are taking out a loan on your future, and the interest rate is unknown. Sure, some people make it out just fine, but others of us accrue a debt we can never fully pay off. And that brings me to the article. Yeah, they named the alcoholic character Alco. That's more on the nose than this stupid hook. This is a funny, silly show. I don't take it seriously. I just like to overanalyze it because I'm well-versed in the subject matter, and I'm a nerd, but still, I couldn't help but feel sad at this scene, because it was like looking through a window to the past and seeing myself at this age. Sitting alone in my dirty apartment with a flushed face and puffy eyes, taking yet another drink to save off the chills and shakes. The unmistakable signs of a progressing chemical dependence. I've done a lot of drugs, guys. Coke, smack, morphine, oxy, speed. I've been around the block twice with all of them, but no drug has ever had such a devastating effect on my life as alcohol. For me, the one legal drug is the most dangerous drug of all. Now, I don't drink anymore, but if it weren't for modern medicine, I would not be talking to you right now. Every morning, when I wake up, before I take a shower, or have my coffee, or even take a leak, there's one thing I have to do first. There's a bottle of pills right by my bed, and a glass of water I always leave there the night before, and I take one of those pills and I wash it down before a single thought even enters my head. These pills are called disulfiram, also known as Antabuse, and they do one thing. They make it so I can't drink alcohol. As long as I take them, my body can't metabolize booze, and so if I drink even one swig, I get violently ill and puke it up and spend the rest of the day completely incapacitated in immense pain. The reaction is so bad, it can kill you. But this is the only way I'm able to not drink. I have to use an alcohol contraceptive, essentially. I am so addicted to alcohol, and if I don't take this medication, I will drink myself to death. I will drink myself unconscious, wake up, drink myself unconscious, wake up, and do it again and again and again and again until my liver fails. And that is how the story ends. In 2007, I was 19, fresh out of high school, fresh out of money, and living in a trash heap in Eugene, Oregon, where the rent was $200 a month. Yeah, and 18 months later, I was back in California in a hospital. Obviously, my liver was cooked, but there was a bigger problem. I had drank so much that my body's immune system had shut down, and I was sick with many different infections. My drug problems were bad, but in the end, it wasn't blow or smack that almost killed me. It was this shit you can buy at any corner store in America, and that was the first time I almost drank myself to death. The first of three. At this point, I'm what's known as an end-stage alcoholic. I have a compulsive need to consume alcohol that is so strong, it overrides my own survival instinct. Even if I keep taking my pills and manage to stay sober for the rest of my life, an outcome which is statistically very unlikely for a person like me, I will always have to contend with the brain, nerve, and organ damage that alcohol has left me with. I will never get back the many years of my life that completely evaporated as the addiction swallowed me whole. As much as I love this show and I find it hilarious, and as much as I enjoy seeing drug culture on display in a catgirl anime, it's good to keep one thing in mind. For some people, there is a very dark, very sobering reality behind this shit. We see glimpses of it.
Yeah, it is. Is very. I imagine it's very triggering for a lot of people to watch the show in reality. Kind of wildfire videos from my state like in Pittsburgh just showed the comments stuff. They hate people who are innocent. Racist. Just I will check that out in a hot second. I do go to Drix Horse, but that's and he's stating a very real reality. And a lot of people, a lot of times, and I hate when people say this. They'll say addiction is a choice. They'll say, "Oh man, you know, addiction is a choice. And you choose to be addicted. You choose that." Not really. So here goes an interesting bit of lore and tidbit. You would need an incredible amount of mental strength and resistance to peer pressure to not do a lot of things if you grew up in an impoverished system, right? You have friends around you. They're all smoking. You're all drinking. And you're a child. You're impressionable. So you're saying, "Oh, I want to smoke and drink when I get older." And you watch your parents do it. You watch this stuff. If it was so easy to resist peer pressure, bars would go out of business. If it was so easy to resist peer pressure, Las Vegas would be shut down. If it was easy to resist peer pressure, there would be no addicts. There would be no addicts. Period. But there's Alcoholics Anonymous, which is very common. There's gambling addiction hotlines at every go to casino. If you've ever been to a casino, you look around, you see all the bright lights, you see all the fancy stuff, you see all the slot machines, and then past it on every single wall, it's, hey, this is for gambling addiction. Because this is just for dumb fun, for money you have to do, but you got to gamble responsibly. And I mean this with my whole chest. There is no way to gamble responsibly. It doesn't exist. It's not a real reality for anybody on this earth to gamble responsibly. It doesn't happen. No one knows how to gamble responsibly because you can't gamble responsibly. It reminds me of when you see professional poker players. There's no such thing as a professional poker player to me. It's just people who know how to play poker. That's it. Doesn't exist. Strange. It's very strange. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's very, very disgusting. So yeah.
Here, but rather than dance around it, I'm just offering it to you, undisguised and laid bare. This right here is someone in the beginning stages of alcoholism, and I'm just telling you what the end stage looks like, because a lot of you might not know just how dark it gets. So if there's one lesson I want you to take away from everything I just said, it's this. Don't wank off the farts, not even once. It's too big of a risk. That's why all of this happened. I looked at fart hentai once in college, and the shame caused me to spiral downwards into crippling alcoholism. But don't shed a tear for me. I'll survive. There's folks out there who have it way worse than I do. All across the world are people who suffer from fart addiction, and the worst part is we never hear anything about it. It's never in the news. Nobody talks about it. It's a silent but deadly killer. Law enforcement agencies just aren't equipped to deal with the fart epidemic. The local cops, they try to go after the dealers, but by the time they smelt it, they have no idea who dealt it. The FBI arrests the suppliers, but they deny they supplied it, and all of this is financed by organized crime. The fart hells, but they have the politicians in their pockets, so every time the long arm of the law reaches for them, they just pull its finger. But there's a way you can help. Subscribe to my Patreon. It's only $1 per video, but you can give more if you choose. I will use the money to fund pharmaceutical research to create a medication just like antabuse, but for farts. I'll call it Anapoots. Anapoots. Yeah, totally gonna do it. For realsies. Thanks for watching the whole vid. This one was supposed to come out like 2 weeks ago, but life is kicking my ass. Just be careful with alcohol, man. Sure, most people are able to keep it recreational and they're fine, but about 1 out of every 10 people in the U.S. struggles with alcoholism at some point in their life. And out of those people, about 20% end up like me, where it's a lifelong battle and very often a cause of death. That's just a reality. You'll probably be fine, but overall, there's about a 2% chance that it'll just ruin your whole fucking life. It's like playing Russian roulette with a revolver that's got 50 chambers and 1 bullet. You got good odds, but there's always a chance. I ain't gonna tell you what to do.
So this is a great video. It's in the immortal words of Mario, do drugs and you'll die before you go. You'll go to hell. Do drugs and you'll go to hell before you die. That's tough. I like that. So this is a fun little tidbit here. I think I'll do this. This reminds me, and for some reason this came into my head. See if I can find it. It reminds me of the $1 million paradox. Let me see here and explain the. Hold up a second. Let me see if I can find it. So this is very fun. I'm gonna read it bar for bar. The theory goes, if 1 million people each give me $1, I become a millionaire. Then if everybody does that for everybody else, all 1 million people become millionaires. So the first sentence is true. If 1 million people each send you $1, you will become a millionaire. Easy work. As a matter of fact, if I can get every one of my subscribers to give me $1, I would have $260,000, right? So here goes the big part, and this is cool. The problem happens when you try to make everyone a millionaire. Suppose there are exactly 1 million people in the group. For every person to receive $1 million, every other person each would have to give away roughly $999,000. They would also receive $9,999. So everyone would end up where they started. That's just how it would work. It would just loop back to where everyone started, right? So it just keeps going over and over again. If everyone gave $1 to everybody would just have $1 again. You would just be changing the dollar. That kind of scratch. Because, okay, think about it like this, right? This is actually really cool, right? So I wanna do some math for my channel. This is actually fun. I do this a lot of the time because I always fantasize this could actually happen one day. Whoop, there he goes. Okay, so fun math for my channel, right? We're going to go through all my social media platforms real fast. We're going to go through all of them. I'm going to show you where I'm at right now mentally. This is where I think I could be at. This is my thought process, right? So this is my end goal. So on my TikTok, I have 536,000 followers. So let's start there. We'll start there. Let's go to calculator. We'll go to calculator. So 536,000, right? Plus on my, let's see, that's Moth. That's my friend Moth. All right, 162,000 here, right? 162,000, right? Then we go to my Instagram. I'm sitting comfortably on my Instagram at 300K followers. So on Instagram, I have, boom, 300K. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, boom. And then on my YouTube, I have 261,000 subscribers. So plus 261,000. Now, across all platforms, I got about over 1 million followers. Now, there's some overlap and stuff of that variety. Obviously, there's going to be some overlap. So, if I'm being generous with myself, I have at least, at the bare minimum, at the least amount of followers I could possibly have is 500,000 followers, right? Least amount across all platforms is 500,000. So, if we're working with real numbers, I have at least 500,000 followers across all platforms. So, got to put the Twitch number. The Twitch number is like 1,000. I have like 1,000 Twitch followers. What's my Twitch? Twitch.tv. What is this? Like 1,000? How many do I have? Like 1,000 Twitch followers? I have no clue how many Twitch followers I have. I have 6,400. My bad. You're right. How could I be so goofy? So plus 6,400. There we go. There we go. That make it better. Have a lovely night, boy. Lick, I appreciate you. So here goes my thought process, right? So I'm going to times this by 1%. So 1% of all my followers is 12,000. I want you to really gather this. 1% of all my followers is 12,000. Ohio. What's going on, Miso? So 1% of all my followers, right? All my 1,200,000 some odd followers is 12,000. My goal is to get 1% of all my followers to give me $1. That's my goal. 1% of all my followers to give me $1 a month. That's it. Now, it seems very realistic. 1%, that's not too big. Where we donate? Patreon. That's my goal. That's my big goal at the end of the day. That's my big goal. I'd say don't give it if you don't got it. But if you're curious, oh, by the way, if anybody wants to go to Miso Forgetful, he makes really good videos, by the way. Insanely good videos. He's been pushing. He's at 46,000 subscribers. He's really, really good videos. I'd check him out. He's awesome. He makes really highly edited videos. They're awesome. They're really good content. Commentary channel like I do. He spends a lot more time on his channels and stuff like that if you're curious about that. So, 12,000. 12,000. That's really where I want to. That's where I want to be at on my Patreon. If I could make 12,000, if I could get 1% of my entire, because a lot of people for some reason, and I discovered this, nobody really knows. I might make a video about this. No one knows how much content creators make. Let's use Nitro Camden for example, right? I'm gonna pocket watch Nitro Camden. This is Nitro Camden, right? So Nitro Camden has 288,000 followers. Bada bing, bada boom. Thanks for subscribing to the Patreon. So this is pretty cool. I'm gonna keep it to myself. Good freedom. Good. That's good. Keep it to yourself. If you don't want to donate, you don't have to. I don't want to force anybody. But YouTube yeast the link, so you basically just gotta type in wildfire, smog, Pittsburgh, or some shit. Okay, got you. Wildfire, smog, Pittsburgh. Is it?
Right now, we're following an East Bay wild.
Is this it? I'm not sure which one is it. Don't you go look at Canadian wildfires? They were really mean to you guys. About
breaking news. Growing concern at this hour.
Jesus Christ. Can't confirm. Looks like we have episode. Damn, I was just wondering why it's so foggy today. I was in Massachusetts. They haven't found hanging on trees? No. Being hung. A 29-year-old was found dead, hanging behind an abandoned house. Interesting. It's found hanging. Hey, thank you so much for the tier 1 gifted. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you. Review surveillance footage concluded of suicide, saying no foul play or individual involved. Interesting. Very interesting. I haven't been hearing about that. You guys want me to look at some depressing stuff. Thank you very much, Miso. I appreciate that. You guys really want me to look at some really depressing stuff. Man, that's depressing. I'm like Gary right now. So here goes. Let's pocket watch for a second. He streamed for 293,000 views. I think his most viral stream, the 130,000, waiting for mother to kick me out the house. That's almost hit 1 million views. Let's see. Nitro Camden sub counter. See how many subs he got. Go to his Steam charts. I'm a human. I promise I am. Hey, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that a lot. So what did he get? 12,000 subs? I think he got around 12,000 subs. Right? So peak viewers, subs. Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. I don't care to do that. Can I go to Twitch tracker? Am I allowed to do this? Thank you. Can I see this? I'm not the owner of the sub things. Alright, let's see here. Hours watched, peak viewers, hours streamed. Jesus Christ. Am I allowed to live? Am I allowed to live for 1 moment? Jesus Christ. So episode 1 is 4 minutes. I will in 1 moment. Give me 1 second. What are your thoughts on the situation? I think that nigga got really lucky. I think that his mom is wild abusive. I think he got really lucky he was live when that happened. I think a lot of people are really jealous. Very, very jealous. Subs does Nitro Camden have? I think, but yeah. So seeing they're coming to stream, I have not. So let's say 10,000. Let's just say 10,000 active subs. 10,000 times. What's Twitch's rate? Like 250. So he's got like $25,000, which is pretty cool. What does pocket watching mean? Checking about how much money it is. 288K is crazy. It is pretty good for 1 day. I'm not mad at it. I'm really happy that he did that. Doja Cat shouted him out. I hope he continues to just keep doing this stuff because he's an 18-year-old kid with $25,000. He can waste that really fast. And this is just gonna sound crazy. I fear that he may not know what to do and he needs guidance real bad. I give Nitro Camden a year. I give this nigga a year. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong about this kid. But from everything I've seen, he doesn't seem to have the drive. He just knows people. He just has connections right now because people feel bad for him. Right now, he's getting a lot of pity followers, and people are pitying what he is. So it's really sad to see that. Each month, it's not guaranteed that he get that each month. Yeah, he went from 2 viewers to blowing up overnight, right? He did. He had nobody in his stream prior. Nobody in his stream. Then he got raided by Stable Ronaldo. And that forever changed the trajectory of his life. It just changed him forever. Let me go to Nitro Camden. It just changed him. Like, it really did change him. So I don't know if what is yeah, he would also have to get his other platforms moving too. He had to go to his about. His YouTube is right here, main YouTube, second YouTube channel. I haven't looked at it yet. My guess is he has less than 10,000 subscribers, and this is less than 4,000. So let me check. 23,000, not bad, not bad, not bad. 23,000. He's not getting any views from his stuff. Being no one a music park in the world. He got 14,000 views from this stuff recent.
Look how nice.
So that's pretty cool. When you make it, bro, you can do this. You are so much stronger than you think. It's really just people, and I hate to say this. It's really just sympathy. It's deep sympathy. It's people sympathy farming him. Right? That's what it is. It's people sympathy farming him deeply. Like, people feel really bad for him, so they're watching all of his stuff. And I don't want that to be what they watch him for. I hope he's entertaining. I really do hope he's entertaining. Because he's gonna... The mom in me wants to see him succeed so bad. I'd love to see him succeed. But I don't know if he has it. He's gonna get integrated into the WL community. And people are probably gonna do that. Oh, wait, huh? Seems like the anti-white comments are all gone on the wildfire video. I do recall they were watching us. These suffocate during it. They probably got rid of them all, man. Hart Cameron said the same thing on live, that no one knows if he can maintain because the internet shifts so quickly. Yeah, it shifts really fast. I'm making a video. And the name of the video is "Please Don't Quit Your Job Just Because You Got 12 Seconds of Fame." That's the name of the video. I'm making a video. I think it's gonna come out like Monday next week. But please don't quit your job just because you got 12 seconds of fame. I'm going to wait until this Nitro Camden stuff calms down. But it's very important that a lot of people... Let's take, for example, me, right? I'll give you a fun example. This is really cool. So, my biggest video on my channel, right? Let's see. Go to popular. Is this one, right? This was 2 years ago. Now, I kept my job. When this video hit 1 million views, I was at DreamCon, and this video blew. It was July. I remember it was July, and you're gonna see that Michigan. It was released in July. I remember where I was when the towers fell. Hold on.
Detroit, Michigan. The heyday.
Right? It was July 26th. I was at DreamCon. It was a day after my brother's birthday. I remember this. I remember this very, very vividly. I was at DreamCon. And this video blew up like crazy. I was getting like 10,000 subscribers overnight. It was disgusting. It was nuts. If we look at the analytics, I had gained a lot of subscribers from this video. I gained 25,000 subscribers from this one video, and I got $3,000. Now, I could not do this with every video, obviously. That just wouldn't happen. I was still a baby? No, I wasn't. I wasn't there. It was a joke. So this is really horrifying for me, right? Because a lot of people will see this and say, "Oh, you could have become a YouTuber at this point. You could have quit your job." And no, I couldn't have. Could not have quit my job at this point. As a matter of fact, I made this video. I went to work after I came back from DreamCon. I went to work. Right? I went to work. I went to work. And when I went to work, I continued working at Amazon. And after this video, I released a video every single day. I made fucking 0 videos, and I went to work. I just kept going to work. And I didn't lose my job until the Charlie Kirk thing. I made a video about Charlie Kirk, and then I lost my job. And the only and I still would have my job to this day had I not lost it because of the Charlie Kirk thing. You guys helped me out with my GoFundMe. I think I made like $20,000, $10,000 to GoFundMe. And I used that to get some stock bonds and some investments so I could have passive income, so I would have some money. And I did that so I could stay stable and pay my rent for a year. And thankfully now, I have enough money to actually live. But I make a little bit more than I did at Amazon right now. So... You're fast yapping just to yap and not because your thoughts are super racing. Oh, 100%. It's not because my thoughts are super racing. That's just how I talk. I'm just good at talking real fast. So I made this video, right? And everybody said, you got 1 million views. And then I had a few standout videos, right? 300,000, 391,000, 230,000. This one was a pretty good one. Rise of Performative Racist E-Girls. This is pretty good. I made a few videos, right? And I also lost Light to Ice, Nonchalant Guy Dilemma, Funky Frog Bait Drama, and America's Pedophile Problem, stuff like that. I was making videos. That's just what I did. Made a bunch of videos. Really fun. Had a long, fun time doing this, right? I'll talk about my life. I'll talk about Sparking Zero, talking about the 182 characters. It was just a lot of stuff I was making videos about. Just a lot of stuff I make videos about. And I talk about how I lost my job because of Charlie Kirk. It sucked. It was not fun. So my channel was kind of just me talking about whatever I felt like. Now I have a vision for what my channel to be. And if you look at my latest videos, it's evergreen social commentary. That's really all I want to do is just evergreen social commentary. And I'll wait as long as it takes for these to kick off. I can release one of these every single day. I'm very happy with a lot of these videos and how much effort I put into them now. So I'd like to continue to make these videos. So that's what I want to do. The issue is that Camden, right? What value is he presenting? I don't know what he does. As far as I know, he has a new camera, new setup, stuff like that. He's very hype, very loud. He's watching a bunch of stuff. He has a bunch of streamers checking out his stuff. He's playing basketball, all this stuff. And this is going to sound crazy. I don't know if he can maintain this. I hope he can. I really, really do hope he can. I really hope he can maintain this. I just hope he can. He gained 40,000 Instagram followers. I really do hope that he maintains this momentum. I really do. I don't know if he can, though. I don't know. So he's having a quick rise. And this is what you do. You rise to the top. This happens for a lot of people. Have a good night. Appreciate that. I just hope he maintains it. Yeah, I support him. For sure. I'm not against. I'm very happy for his success. I'd love for him to, make it in that variety, but I don't know what he has. I don't. What previous content was he doing beforehand? Like, what was he doing beforehand? I don't know. If we go to his YouTube, right? This is my fear. I think this is just my fear, because I'm sure that his YouTube probably wasn't doing much of anything before any of this. Yeah, it wasn't doing much of anything. He was doing Fortnite stuff. A lot of Fortnite montages. A lot of Fortnite. How to check how much watch time you have. He was doing tutorials. And I think this is what happens with a lot of YouTubers. They try stuff out. He's doing a lot of Fortnite stuff. Crazy amount of Fortnite stuff. And then Fortnite, the Freeman Awards, Fortnite. At least his thumbnails are by himself. Eating hot gummies. Very WL. I went on Omi TV for National Girlfriend Day. Homecoming proposal rejection prank, doing prank content. Doing anything you can in the, I'd say entertaining black sphere. Being extra. Doing prank, like Gideon, IShowSpeed, Kai Cenat. You do pranks, you do stuff, you play 2K, and you go down this rabbit hole. You see your young self in him? No. I would never do this worthless shit. I don't see, my young self was selling drugs. I would never do this shit. I would never do Fortnite videos or doing pranks. I wouldn't do that shit. Right? I would never do that shit. I don't see myself in this kid at all. Not even a little bit. I see this as somebody that really wants to be famous, and I really respect that he wants to be famous, but I don't know if he has what it takes to be famous. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Right? It takes a second, because he made a video a year ago, 11 months ago, 9 months ago, 6 months ago, Cam's funniest moments of 2025. Right, stuff right there. I deserve to be in Stream University. And I think this might be actually a good video. He has good energy. He's a very rowdy young man. He's a very, very, very rowdy young man. And I think that's a good trait to have for entertaining other young people. I think that's very smart. And I think that's awesome. And I think his energy is very infectious. I was getting hyped watching that video. I think it's awesome. So, let me see here. Let's see his recent broadcast. I wish to see. Yeah, because wasn't getting many views before. And then getting kicked out. Is this it? Maybe it's this one. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Is the stream up? Anybody have the original stream? Yeah, it was just one die. I gotta respect that he's streaming though. See, this is the thing. I gotta respect that he's streaming. Because he's doing what I keep telling people to do, just stream. And
No, wait. Don't disrespect.
What is... I don't know where the video is where his mom was hitting him. Tried to date one? That's horrible. Man, miss me with that being famous. So at this point, I just want to get a degree in journalism so I can get all these politicians to hold them accountable. Is what they say. That's beautiful. He is just a kid. He's just a kid. And I do hope that he makes it. Because I never want to wish ill upon somebody that wants this to be their dream. But you gotta want it. You have to want this more than anything. You need this more than anything on this earth. It has to be your air. It has to be your ambrosia. It has to be your motivation. It has to be everything you want out of this life. And if you do this half-assedly or even lackadaisically, if you do this without the motivation or spirit or stride inside of your step, if you don't put your right foot first, don't forget it and bring it around town and show what you are, if you're not consistent constantly, if you're not making the entertaining, because you must have the mindset, and this is so important. I will spend my whole life entertaining people who will never be satisfied, and I will laugh. That's what it takes. It takes that. It takes that. I'm not sure if the 18-year-old has the motivation to do that, but I hope he does. I hope he does. I want to see him succeed. So, yeah. Have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. I'm going to end the stream. I'll be back here soon. Nah, I'm tired, man. I'll watch that tomorrow. I'm very tired. Have a lovely day or night wherever you're at, and I'm out. Peace. Bye. I'm very sleepy. Peace.